Must be a great place to be at the moment, the Hull KR dressing room, Sam. A real buzzing environment.
Yeah, it's really good. Everyone's really happy, but it's one of them where you stay humble. You know, you don't get ahead of yourself, and we're just keeping both feet on the floor, and we're just taking it week by week and looking forward to Salford.
How much are you enjoying your particular role? I mean, it's that impact player off the bench. Willie Peters was talking about it just before, and about, you know, really like ensuring that, you know, the work that's done by the kind of starting props is continued, and obviously there's an awful lot of responsibility with that, but you and your kind of fellow kind of off the bench teammates are really thriving and giving Rovers a different dimension. How much are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I mean, any way I can contribute to the team, you know, I'll do anything really. I'll play fullback if I need to be. But yeah, that's the role Willie wants us to play. You know, speak to him about it. He says, come on and try and, you know, lift the game again, bring some energy and get the boys going for the rest of the half. So yeah, like I said, I'll do anything. And we'll call ourselves the spark plugs on the bench, you know, to lift the game again. So and you know, we've been doing a really good job at it. So we're just looking forward to cracking on and carry on playing how we are.
Yeah, the psychology of that must be quite a tough one, because you don't want to rev yourself up so much that you go out and, you know, swing and arm somebody within 2 minutes. But at the same time, you've got to come off and have that lift. So, you know, have you kind of got yourself into a sort of way of geeing yourself up ready for that?
Not really. I just play my game. I think it is what it is. I think if you overthink things, then, you know, that's when they can start you know, becoming problematic. So I just play my game, and that's just how it turns out. So you know, you've got your fundamentals, and you know, you focus on what's got you here as a player anyway, what's got me in this position, and I just keep doing that.
Is there a little bit of you that sometimes pinches yourself when you think of your journey? You know, you're now part of a team that's top of the Super League, and you were kind of a bit round the houses with your rugby league journey anyway, weren't you? So do you sort of think 5 years ago I was playing League One, you know?
Aye, every day, mate. It's brilliant. You know, you kind of give myself a little pat on the back. You know, like I'm proud of what I've done and how I've got here, but there's still loads to learn, and I think there's still you know, there's plenty in us as a player, and I think, you know, as a prop, you don't really blossom till you're a little bit later on. So, you know, just working with Willie and the other coaches and Wardy, Hodge, and Frogger, like every week, just trying to get the best out of us. So it's just one of them where I'm happy to come to work every day. I'm happy to learn, and I'm just loving life, yeah, and loving where I am.
Obviously, as players, you know that, you know where you are, sort of in the table. But is there much chat about, you know, what could be, or do you have to literally just go, right, we've got Salford next?
Yeah, pretty much. We just bury it. I just park that. Don't think about the future or nothing. We just take it week by week. You know, we just go about our business quietly, and we don't let any outside noise come into our camp. And you know, there's no egos anyway in this team. So whatever we're doing on the pitch, you know, once that game's gone, bury it, and we move on to the next one. We keep our feet on the ground, and we just keep working hard. We review the games, and then look towards the next week and just crack on with training as normal. We don't add any extra pressure or anything like that. We're a tight-knit group, and we just go about our business.
I guess the only thing that maybe does change is that if you weren't at the top end of the table, is that when you're winning games, you probably can't wait for the next one, can you?
It's kind of a bit in reverse, actually. If you play bad and you lose, you kind of can't wait for the next one because you want to put them wrongs right. So I pretty much flip that on its head. But then again, if you're winning, you just you found a little bit of a groove, haven't you? So look, every week we're always looking forward to play. You know, so win or lose, and we're always ready for the next game. Yeah,
Salford for you, they sort of gave you that opportunity, didn't they, in the sort of top tier. So you know, you'll probably have sort of fond memories of it. But what do you anticipate from them as a team to play against?
Yeah, it's a great club full of great people, and you know, I'm very grateful for that club. They'll always have a special place in my heart for what they did for me. But looking towards them this week, they are a great team. You know, they've got a great backline. They've got threat all over the park. And they're a very good attacking team. They've got some hard workers in defence, so we're expecting a tough game. you know, that there'll be some fireworks, but you know, we're just sticking to our game plan and just play how we play, and hopefully we can come out the other end.
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, I remember a game against Saints a few years back. They sort of knew they weren't going to win that middle battle, so they just spread the ball wide, and it's almost like they kind of isolated the likes of Alex Wormsley and Ignatius Parsi and kind of played around them. Is that sometimes that they will try something different, Salford? They'll go a little bit unorthodox in a way to try and break teams down?
I guess so. I mean, they can attack from anywhere, can't they? They'll attack from their own try line. It's one of them you've got to expect the unexpected, and that's how good of a team they are. You've got to give them the respect they deserve. So yeah, we'll prepare to expect anything, and you know, all tricks or you know whatever. But we'll respect them as a team, and we'll work hard. And they're not going to be a pushover at all. So we're preparing for a tough, long 80 minutes.
And if they do come down the middle, I mean, there's some sort of grizzled old kind of sorts up there, haven't they, in the shape of Gil Dudson and Brad Singleton. You know, so for you, that's kind of, you know, quite well established props, and you're in that bracket now. But it must be good. Like, you must relish those kind of big tussles.
Oh, absolutely. Playing against other good players who have been there and done it. It's you're not really thinking about that in the game. But leading up to it and after, then you're like, you know, I enjoyed that battle. So it is really good. I do enjoy it. But yeah, like I said, that, you know, they're a tough pack with, you know, great players in that team. So we'll relish the challenge. And then yeah, so we're really looking forward to it.
As a front row, I think Jesse Sue's out in front in terms of the tries, isn't he? I think you've got two. You've got Jai Whitbread, who went equal with you. I think, is there a little battle with you guys going on in terms of who gets as many meat pies as possible?
Nah, not a chance. I'm looking if I get one of me, mate. We're not really looking for who's got the most tries or anything like that. We just do our job of where we are on the field. It's always nice to get a try. But yeah, it's not something that that all are bursting to do, and we're not keeping a tally. But if we're in the right area and we happen to go over, then, you know, fair play, bragging rights for the week until the next one.
And finally, for me, just getting back to Craven Park. I mean, the atmosphere this season, I mean, it's pretty good anyway. But I think as the team has kind of delivered the performances, they've kind of risen with you, and you know that East Stand is possibly the kind of biggest limbs kind of stand you can find in Super League at the moment. It must be one of those where you running out must make the heart speed up massively, and you get a proper rush of senses. You
do. You get goosebumps, mate. You know, our fans are absolutely outstanding. They follow us everywhere, turn up in numbers, and they're loud, and it's absolutely brilliant. You know, they're like our 18th man. And when they get behind you on the pitch, it gives you that lift. It really does play a part. So, you know, we can't thank them enough. I think we're expecting another sellout this week. So just goes to show that, you know, how proud, you know, the fans are of us. They keep turning up, and you know, we're doing it for them as well. We love seeing them there. So, you know, we couldn't do it without them. So yeah, they're brilliant.
Top man. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. All the best. Any more?
Hi, Sam.
Hello, mate. You all right?
Yeah, good. Thanks, Sam Harrington from the Hull Daily Mail. Great to see you.
You too, mate.
I thought I'd ask first of all, Sam, if sort of playing against Salford, that's still like a special fixture for you on the fixture list when you look at it at the start of the season. Like, if it means something more to you when you're playing against them.
Not really. No, it's just another game. You know, I don't really think about it too much. I actually got some good advice from Ian Blease when he was there. He said, don't play 80 minutes before you've stepped on the field, so you just don't overthink things and stuff like that. So I tend to do that with every game. Just don't overthink it. It's just a game of rugby at the end of the day. I will be playing against some of my old mates though, which is always nice. And I still go over there and have coffees and see some of the boys. So it'll be a nice experience. But it's, you know, it's just another game in my mind, pal.
You were there at the time when they were starting to go on the up and they were progressing as a club. So to see what you've seen, I mean, what would you put that success down to? Like, how much of an impact has the coach had? And just looking from the outside, what would you put your finger on in terms of how they've become what they are now?
Oh, I don't really know. well, Rowley and Kurt have always played a massive part in that. Kind of like changed the way they attacked and how they did. And just everyone at the club just bought in when I was there, and you know they've gone on to do some really good things. And like I said, they've just got better and better. So we are expecting a really tough game, just because of that and their, you know, their rise as a club. So yeah, it should be tough, but we're really looking forward to the challenge.
And for you in your position, can you just give us an insight into what it's like working with someone like Danny Ward?
Brilliant. He's a character. He is a character around the group, but he knows his stuff. You can just tell he's been there and done it, and just the amount of detail that goes into our wrestle sessions, or you know, in the defensive side of things. You know, he's very clear in the way he explains things, his communication. He's a great addition to our coaching staff, and everyone loves him. So yeah, he gets a lot of praise from us.
I've read before that you sort of follow the Newcastle football side of things, and that's obviously very passionate up there. So when you look at Rovers and the way that people follow rugby league here, do you see any sort of similarities in that kind of passion?
Absolutely, especially with the noise. I think with all the singing and how loud they are, I can definitely see a similarity between the Geordies and the Hull KR fans. But like I said before, they're absolutely outstanding. They give us that boost when they need it, and it's turning Craven Park into a bit of a fortress for us. And you know, the teams I think they find it hard to come here now, and that's, you know, a lot of that's down to our fans just creating that atmosphere for us. So you know, we'll be forever grateful for them.
And the regular season fixtures are running down now, not that many to go. So can you just explain how it feels as a player to be involved in a Super League title race with teams like Wigan, Warrington, and how that feels to you to be in that position now?
Yeah, I mean, it's good when you look at the table and see where we are, but we don't really think about it. No one really looks at the table. We just take it week by week. Like I said before, we're keeping our feet firmly on the ground, and there's no egos. We're just staying humble. We're going about our business. You know, we just take it week by week. So we've got Salford this week, so we'll just focus on that, and then whoever's after that's it. We're not. You look too far ahead, you know, you can kind of get lost. So, and nothing's been won anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We just focus on winning the next game, working hard, and then we move on to the next one.
Yeah, just finally for me, Sam, obviously a lot of people in your position, like yourself, are putting in big shifts. So how proud are you with how things have gone amongst you guys over the course of the season?
Yeah, really good. Really happy with where we are, but there's always room for improvement. We've got a really tight knit middle unit here. Well, we have a full team, but you know, you split off in your edges and your middles, and we've got a really close forward pack. So we're always tipping each other up on things to work on, or calling each other out in a nice way. You know, just saying we need to do this, that, and we're really feeding off each other. So things are coming together nicely, but the work hasn't stopped yet.